underdog versus underdog. There was a number 10 seed versus a number 11 seed in high school semifinal soccer match. And you know, we all love an underdog. And I'm saying to myself, man, isn't that great? And you know, who are you going to root for? Well, I saw in today's paper that the number 11 seed actually won that game. And I think we all have favorite underdog stories. I know that Tom Brady is certainly one of mine, and I think a lot of you know that he never started a college football game at Michigan. And then he decided to go into the NFL draft, and I'm sure a lot of his family and friends said to him, Tom, what are you doing? It's okay, your football career is over. But he believed in something in here, and he decided to go into the NFL draft. 5 rounds went by. That must be pretty lonely. 5 rounds went by, and not any team took him. And as you know, the Patriots took him in round 6, and the rest is history, so to speak. The Good Shepherd Catholic School is another favorite underdog of mine. There, about 20 years ago, a group of brave individuals looked at the idea of having a Catholic school open in our community. People came out of the woodwork and said, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Don't you understand? Catholic schools are closing, not opening. Well, the last 17 years, Good Shepherd's been a big part of our community. I have polycystic kidney disease in my family, and thank God, I thank God every day that I don't have it, but I wanted to do something about it. I wanted to raise some money, so I decided I was going to do a golf outing in St. Johnsbury, Vermont, and increase some awareness on the disease. There's no known cure. And right out of the gate, I met a lot of opposition that, Dan, don't you understand? Golf outings are a dime a dozen. And certainly, no one is going to come up to St. Johnsbury to support the golf outing. This past October, we celebrated our 10th annual golf outing for polycystic kidney disease here in St. Johnsbury. And we had golfers from 18 different states and as far away as California and Oregon. And we raised $29,000 for polycystic kidney disease. I came to the Northeast Kingdom to St. Johnsbury in 1991 as Vice President of Maple Grove Farms. We had some great years, but as things happened, the owner at the time, he and I could only agree to disagree, and he fired me. I came home to Mary and said, I just got fired, what do you want to do? And I'm a strong believer in surrounding myself with very good people, and that started 32 years ago when I asked Mary to be my bride. And she said to me, Dan, why don't we stay in St. Johnsbury? Why don't we send our children to the academy, and why don't you start your own business? So I put out my shingle, started Celtic Marketing Food Brokers out of our home. And yes, we do call it Celtic Marketing. I'm Irish, I get it. You can call us Celtic Marketing. It's A-okay, you and my mom, it's fine. But I made the decision that I thought that Celtic Marketing sounded better, and because of the Boston Celtics being located here in New England, it all worked. But right away, out of the gates, I had some very good friends of mine say, Danny, what are you doing? You know how competitive the food industry is. You're going to start a brokerage business by yourself, and where do you live? Well, this January will be the start of our 19th year with Celtic Marketing. And in 2014, we hired our 28th employee, and we continually get pulled further and further south. We just opened up the Atlanta, Georgia market in the mass market, specialty, natural, and organic food industry. And by mass market, what I mean is that we call on Hannaford, Price Chopper, Shaw's, Market Basket, Stop and Shop, ShopRite, Lowe's, Ingalls. And this past year, too, we ran out of space in our present office, and we bought the Hawkins Dental Building. And we renovated that for 9 months. We just moved in October. So I just want to let you know that I'm proud to be living and working in the Northeast Kingdom. And I look out in this whole crowd, and I know that we're all a bunch of underdogs, and I'm proud of you too. Thank you very much.